Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and in Alliance War again. This is coming to the close almost of Season 24. This is War number 10. I went up Path 3, which was empty, and I'm going to take on this Apocalypse. It's just a rank 5, and I'd say this is an okay placement. And for my strategy of attacking this is just using Thing and letting him get as many Furies as he would like. The more, the better. But you're going to see something that I don't recall myself ever doing with a matchup like this. Let's die. I make a big mistake and I pay for it greatly, and I learned my lesson that I will ensure that I never do again, and it all has to do with concussion. So normally, as you can see, like, he's got 20 something Furies right now. I can block everything, parry, smash into this dude, and just keep going to town. Thing is an extra large attacker, so if I happen to hit him super hard, which I'm not, because I'm not throwing any specials, I could just do a heavy knockdown to remove that protection. And so far, so good. Nothing's gone wrong. And here is, I think it's right about here, or maybe it's a little bit later, but we're gonna throw a special 2. I'm going to block, it is right here. And I happen to try to dex out of that last part of his kick, and I should have just blocked it. I was up against the wall. I probably should have had better spacing in mind, but you see I have a concussion on, and the concussion is preventing me from getting the protections. And then even when I do have the protection, it bypasses that as well. And so that last special 2 and those hits, they wrecked me. They absolutely wrecked me. I was so frustrated. I was not expecting that. Had I realized, I don't have Apocalypse, so that's one of the downfalls when going up against this guy. Is I went for 36 featured crystals. So far I think I've opened up 8 skill mutants, and I still cannot pull this guy. And so I don't know all the ins and outs. I just know that my Guillotine 2099 typically wrecks him without any problem. But yeah, had I just blocked the end of that L2, it wouldn't have done any damage because I would have been protected. And here I was just so frustrated, and I actually had like 20 or so. I think I might have a few extra in the overflow. I had 19, and I just decided I didn't, because I was super boosted, and I didn't want to just totally waste all those. I didn't want to hold up my whole group trying to wait out those boosts. But man, so I just spent 245 of my hard-earned grinded units to heal back up Thing. And that's the second time this season that I've used units to get some of the bigger health pots because I've messed up. And before the season, I have never bought those health pots ever with my units. I had gifted myself some in the gifting event during the last season for my mini accounts, but I've never bought with my own units. But the thing is, when I came into the second fight, he's stun immune, so I can't stun this guy anymore, and I didn't think about that when I was healing up. And when I first did that first parry, it was like immune, and I was able to back off, but so I'm like, crap, so I can't easily build up my rock stacks, which is gonna allow me to take a little bit more damage than I would like. I probably could be parrying the first part of this special, but I had lost all confidence after I had got whacked with that concussion. I didn't want to risk it. So I'm just blocking, and I tried to dex in after that, did not register, and so this is a long fight because I'm trying to be super safe with the matchup that I have, because this was my fight to take care of, and we really didn't have any other great options to use. Maybe we did, but it was my fight, so I'm just like, okay, we're gonna try to take this guy down. We are trying to push to just keep throwing special ones with 15 rock stacks. I'll get 16 when I block the first hit of the special one. It will trigger protection, but I will take some damage. So like that was like 500 and 400 damage, so it wasn't terrible, but I am taking more damage than usual. And then I'm just trying to get in and counter after his special one and get my damage in. And that's how I'm just going to try to get my ends. I could be trying to be a little more risky with some intercepts and stuff like that. I'm trying to block bait some heavies as well. I don't want to get him back to special 2 because if I get cornered, I just don't want to spaz out like I did before and get concussed, because if I get concussed then I'm gonna die again, because that concussion totally can bypass things protection. And you know, this just shows that I need to get a little more comfortable as well with a full dex of this guy's special. I've done it a number of times, I just don't have the confidence to do it 100% of the time and do it in war, where there's more on the line. You know, if it's AQ or something where you can either have other guys come in and do some battles, timeout, whatever, where there's not points on the line, then yeah. But so this fight's going super slow, but I do make it out of this, basically parrying and then dex and then get my counter in, and then I'm like, okay, I need to get out of this thing as quick as possible. So I throw it with like 6% left, thinking that I would kill this guy, and it doesn't. So there goes all my rock stacks. I am fully unblockable, and then I'm like, oh, please don't throw a special. He doesn't. I got really lucky there, because if he would have just thrown a special, I would have had to not block, because if I would have blocked, I would have had no rock stacks and it would have killed me. Yeah, so anyways, we got out of that fight. We're going into the Mix Master, which they have a Professor X on, which is an interesting placement. And I'm just going to go in with my torch. I was pretty boosted. Once he gets at max temperature, he's not going to be able to evade. But I'm just going to always play this guy as if he can evade, because I don't want to get caught off guard. And you're going to see somewhere in here, well, one, he's got max limber enough to get out of that heavy attack, which was not great. So here we got Falter on. Oh, he can evade. Sorry, Mix Master, he can evade, but he won't be able to falter with the high temperature. So I still need to basically just do parry medium light mediums, and I should be good. But you can see, like, I did a medium light medium, and then I tried to come in and counter, and he evaded that. So, but Torch, man, he makes just quick work with this guy because of the temperature. And then I tried to do like not a medium light medium combo, and I missed, and he punished me for that, and I took a little bit of damage, but he went down pretty easily. So yeah, I just, you know, it's kind of sad this whole season. I feel like I just keep making like a little mistake here and there, and sometimes it's cost me the fight attack bonus, other times it's cost me you know, health pots and whatnot. But we do get that guy down, and then we're gonna move on to the next fight, which I don't have anything scheduled for like the minis, but I'm going over to the right side and we're gonna go up on path 9, which is a path that I've been kind of taking a lot this season. And this one's got a Magneto. This is node 35. I do apply the pre-fight. I back all the way out because there's been issues with the pre-fights applying. I boost up. Magneto is not a large or extra large attacker. He does have that unstoppable. And normally, like, when I fight this guy in arena, if I bait his heavy, boom, like right there, I will try to evade or try to counter intercept him. And he just seemed like he was being super passive. And I got cornered. And now I need to do a bank. There we go. We got a bank. Draft back, intercept against the wall. There. That's the kind of intercepts that I do. Normally, like, most of the time, if he throws a heavy and he doesn't have bar power, immediately he will be dashing into you. And so that's what I tried to get him to do in counter. And I'm trying to just bait his special one. And you can see, like, I haven't done that many hits, but because I have the pre-fight flame on, and every time he touches me, because he's got energy attacks and build up smolder, he melts really fast. And so here we go again, and I don't know why I think I was just trying to get up against the wall to do these banks. I don't know, lost some confidence in just trying to go in and get an intercept. I should have countered that. I didn't. Luckily he did like a full combo into me and I could counter that. And then we tap him over. But man, that was a lot more damage than I was expecting to take. But we're going up against this Longshot, which Longshot, I mean, so long as you don't get tagged by his special 1 or special 2, he doesn't have the incinerate because, well, he does, but not with torch because he's immune to it. But like, you can get tagged on the special 1 and get a bunch of those bleeds that will basically just like melt you. But I'm just trying to bait his heavies and do some intercepts, medium light medium combos. And now I have the stun window of opportunity is off. This is node 45, didn't mention that. But I can stun him and attack him and not take any damage. Throw a special 1 off. I don't want to get to a special 2 because if I throw that special 2 and the window of opportunity stun is active, that shield, I could get wrecked from it. So just throwing off a special 1, throwing off another special 1, and he's dead. So that was pretty easy. Not sure why. I've never seen that guy there, Longshot, but it doesn't seem like a really great placement for him. And then I just have one fight left on Mini Island, and it's this Rage Hit Monkey, node 48. It's got return policy, but I'm not going to be nullifying anything because Archangel cannot do that. And I did a couple duels. I know, like, you can, after you knock him down, you can, like, you'll need to like double parry, reparry, and otherwise he can like shrug it off and he can do some evades. And after doing a couple duels, I just felt like it would be a lot more simple to just fight this guy straight up without having to do any heavies. It just removes a lot of the risk from the fight. Does make the fight a little bit longer, but like Hitmonkey, when he doesn't have his primal rage stuff on, where he becomes unblockable and can evade and shrug off stuff, just makes this a really simple fight. I'm super comfortable fully evading his special 1. I know you can counter it, but I'm just going to be playing it super safe, because if you are a little bit late, he'll parry you, and then just, this guy will hit super hard. So you'll see that I get a couple neuros on him every once in a while, but nothing crazy. And I probably should have just thrown the L3 and hope that I got the stun on it. But you know, again, I'm just going safe. Don't want to give up a death. I just feel like I've had some stupid, silly deaths this season, just like at the beginning of this war, and I just didn't want to afford anything. So you know, for me to to make this fight go a little bit longer, to make it more safe, I'm totally fine with that. And yeah, I think I might finish this off with a special 3 at some point, maybe. Or maybe he just dies from the bleeds and whatnot. Yeah, I don't even throw off the special 3. And that does it. You know, we were fighting these guys, TRHUN, and we ended up losing. We ended up losing by 1 attack bonus. So that's 2 wars in a row that we've lost. Not good. Not good at all. So yeah, so I had 5 fights this war, 5 kills with that 1 death thing with the apocalypse. 55 fights in the season total. 54 kills and 8 deaths. 8 deaths, that's just too many for the number of fights that I'm taking. We went down to 7-3, and we dropped 14 spots down to platinum, and still in platinum 2, but number 18. So we went from 4 to 18, and we really need to win these last 2 wars of the season to get back up at a chance at platinum 1. So we're gonna see what we can do. And yeah, so thanks for watching, fellas, and hopefully I'll have a more upbeat and better war video on the next one. Thanks, and peace out.